6th of June, taxi vlog 159. It is time, yes, for another taxi vlog. Let's get right into it. Last week, or should I say on Tuesday night, the night that I made the last taxi vlog, it was so deadly slow that GPS antenna okay. I should have done this before, but let's set the configuration, shall we? Everything looks to be okay except for the frequency of the alert buzzer, which should be much higher so that only a puppy can hear it. There, that's good enough. Can't see with the sun in my eye. Okay, exit that. That looks good. Let's book the zone, shall we? Come on, exit. Exit. There, now I hit it hard enough. And book 58. And it is... first in the zone. Yippee, yahoo, hooray. Now let's see if we can get some cold air out of this air conditioning, because it is kind of warm out. And air conditioning would be nice to have, although I'd be surprised if it works at all. So, yeah, it was such a deadly slow night. So much so that I was really worrying. I hadn't broken even yet, and it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. 2:30 anyway. So I get this call, and it's on a dark street, a dark house. I can't see the numbers on the houses, so I think it's this house or that house. Fine. I call the guy on a phone, and he answers and says he'll be right out. 5 minutes later, this guy steps into my car. So he says, I'm going to Langford. I don't know the exact address, but it's out there, Langford. Okay. Do you know at least what street it's on? And he tells me. I say, oh yeah, I know the way there. No problem. So we're going out and we're having a friendly enough chat all the way out to Langford, and you know, it comes out to some $26 on the meter, and I'm thinking, okay, my night is saved. Now at least I will make a profit between now and 6 in the morning. Well, you know what happened? He said, oh, I forgot my wallet. How bad can it get? I've worked just to get to this point where I would be turning a profit, and he says he forgot his wallet. And I say, do you realize and understand what a position this puts me in? He says, oh no, I never rip off anybody, I never steal nothing. I say, well, this is what they call transport by fraud. And he says, oh, please don't call the cops, please don't call the cops. And if I did call the cops, what would happen? It would take them an hour and a half to get there. By that time, the guy would have walked away, and nothing would have been solved, and I would have had to, you know, do a police report and all that. It's a fucking waste of time. So it's like, okay, fine, write it off. He says, I'll give you my phone number, I'll give you my address, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, at that point, it is a big inconvenience for me to go make a separate trip to wherever he is to maybe get the money if I talk to him on the phone. And I get there, and he happens to be there, but oh, he doesn't have the money because he just lent it to his buddy or some other stupid excuse. So I'd be wasting my time once again to not get paid. So what is the point? It's a now business. You pay me now, that's the end of that. Anyway, that night, the Tuesday night last week, I ended up bringing, I think, $32 home. $32. That's not even enough. Well, maybe it's enough for me and Cindy to go get some pho. That's all it is. And I don't even have enough money left over for a 6-pack with $32. So yeah, you know, I was pretty upset. I was fucking mad. But at that point, you just have to dust yourself off and say, okay, the next fare will be a better one, or one that will at least pay. And you know, for all my troubles, I think I got sent down to Rock Bay and had to pick up some hooker or something who was going downtown to score something and come back for, you know, $10. Oh, can we make it $9? I need $1 for the bus or some stupid thing like that. Like, fuck. Anyway, that night, you know, it's weird. Money attracts money, and poverty attracts poverty, especially in this business. You know, if you're having a shit night from the beginning, it's really takes something special to turn it around. Anyway, I took my 2 days off, finished editing all the video I have for the Feckwig channel. I haven't started scanning my slides and negatives yet, but I will begin, I think, soon. That project has been sitting on my shoulders for a while. I really feel like getting it done because I want to make some photo presentations and put them on my other channel. But enough of that. Fast forward to Friday night. Friday night, for some reason, just didn't. It's the second Friday in a row it didn't work out. I didn't connect. I didn't get many good fares. The tips were just bad. And some people have theorized that it was so crappy on Friday because everybody was holding out for Saturday night when they would all party. And the reason that they would party is because there was a big, stupid hockey game coming up. If you're not a sports fan, well, then you're on my side. See, what happens with hockey, when it's on, people are glued to the set, so nobody goes anywhere. We don't make any money. Then when the game's over, yeah, there'll be some partying and there'll be some people going around and doing stuff, but they would be doing that anyway, whether there was a game or not. So we lose out during the time when the game was on. So hockey, no, does not increase business, despite the somewhat conventional wisdom that people would think hockey would improve our business. No, it does not. Okay, so it was a shitty night. It was so bad that after I paid my lease and expenses, and I had been out here for 10 hours, I had $120 left over after paying my expenses. Now that's $12 an hour. That's unheard of for a regular Friday night. Friday night should at least give me $20 an hour to make up for the nights I make nothing. Now you know why I'm bankrupt, eh? Now, of course, before I came out on Friday, I did not feel like I was, like Aximus called it, job radar. When his friend has this job radar, he has a bad feeling when he wakes up in the morning and he goes to work and nothing goes right. Well, I think I have that too, because that's the way I felt on Friday before I underwent that abysmal shift. Saturday night, I felt pretty good. I came out, and it looked like it wasn't going to be so wonderful because I had a number of no parties. I even had one guy who called me from his apartment. I went and picked him up, and he says, I got to go to my office, got to get the money out of my desk, and then we'll go on from there. Well, we went to the building where he claimed his office was. He went around the corner. I'm thinking, well, you know, it's only about $6 if he doesn't come back. Who cares? So he came back when the meter was ticking over 770, and he says, well, I guess I'm fucked, he says. I say, what do you mean you're fucked? Looks like you're not getting into the building and I'm not getting paid, correct? He says, yeah, I owe you some money. I say, forget about it. Good night. Just get out of my hair. I don't want to see you no more. Fuck. Okay, so $8. Big whoop. Nothing special. As the night went on, I got sent on a few more I got sent on some calls, you know, but in between I got sent on some no-shows, like, you know, getting sent to a house. The call is 3 minutes old, nobody answers the phone. Or at one point I was dropping off in the Western Communities. It was a fresh call. I went on the street. None of the houses were lit up, so I couldn't see no addresses. So I went and I phoned the first time. Said leave a message. Okay, didn't leave no message, but I waited a couple minutes. I called again, no answer. Well, he didn't answer the second time. Okay, and then I start driving. I pull a no party, and when I pull a no party, it's supposed to put me up in the zone. But here's what happened. Instead of putting me up in the zone, there was a message, you're supposed to be on such and such a street. So I get out my cell phone, this one here, I opens it up and I call the dispatcher and I tell him, oh, I got a call. I tell him, what is it? The old classic, Walmart. I tell the dispatcher, look, I was there, I called him twice, nobody answered. Did you knock on the door? I can't even see what house it is, all the lights are out. Okay, and he puts me back up. Did I knock on the door? If I can't see what the number on the house is, I'm not going to be traipsing through people's yards and stepping on dog shit and tripping over wires and all kinds of things. Fuck no. That's what I got a cell phone for, so I can call the people to come on out. You would think that if you call from a phone, you would be by that phone to answer the call. Okay. Well, the night went on, and I got a couple of luckier calls, and yeah, it worked out really well. It was almost as good as last week's Saturday, which was phenomenal. So last night I came out, and I felt pretty good again. That was the Sunday night. I came out, and I did a $300 night. For a Sunday, that is wonderful. Okay, $88 of it, more than I needed, was on Interac. So the owner of the car owes me $88. But if I get all cash tonight, all that cash is in my pocket, minus, of course, the fuel that I burn. So my lease is paid for tonight, and some of my lease of Tuesday night is also paid. So it's not going too bad tonight. I'm feeling good about this. I'm heading to Walmart to pick up somebody. And why are all these cars in the way? Anyway, hope yours is better than mine. Good night.